Welcome to today's Bible quiz. It's time to put your memory to the test with 30 questions spread across 3 rounds: easy, intermediate and challenging. From the Old Testament to the New, we'll revisit familiar stories, Bible characters and famous verses. And to finish, we'll have a question for personal reflection. Are you ready? Let's get started. Here's round 1 with 10 easy questions. Question 1. Which of these found water in the desert? Was that Sarah, Rebecca or Hagar? That was Hagar. Question 2. What did Moses' rod become? Was that a tree, a sword or a serpent? The answer is a serpent. Question 3. Who said, "Here comes the dreamer"? Was that Joseph's brothers, Pharaoh's servants or Midianite traders? That was Joseph's brothers. Question 4. For what food did Elijah ask the widow at Zarephath? Was that for a roasted lamb, a piece of bread or some fruit? He asked for a piece of bread. Question 5. Who survived the fiery furnace? Was that Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, or Daniel and his friends, or Moses and Aaron? The answer is Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. Question 6. To whom did Jesus say, "Unless one is born anew, he can't see God's kingdom"? Was that Peter, Nicodemus or Zacchaeus? That was to Nicodemus. Question 7. Can you complete these words of Jesus? I am the way, truth and the, should that be light, life or love? The answer is life. And if you know the rest of John chapter 14 verse 6, do let me know in the comments section. Question 8. According to Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? Is that you should love God with all your heart, or love your neighbour as yourself, or you should keep the Sabbath holy? The answer is love God with all your heart. Question 9. Which prisoner was chosen over Jesus to be released? Was that Barnabas, Bar-Jesus or Barabbas? That was Barabbas. Question 10. Which disciple doubted Jesus' resurrection until he saw him? Was that Philip, Thomas or Bartholomew? That was Thomas. Here's round 2 with 10 slightly more challenging questions. Question 11. Who was Seth's father? Was that Adam, Cain or Abel? The answer is Adam. Question 12. Who said, "Naked I came out of my mother's womb, and naked will I return there"? Was that Solomon, David or Job? The answer is Job. Question 13. Which prophet fled to Tarshish? Was that Nahum, Jonah or Habakkuk? The answer is Jonah. Question 14. Who said to the Israelites, "Choose today whom you'll serve"? Was that Samuel, Elijah or Joshua? These are the words of Joshua. Question 15. Which king had a dream about a giant statue? Was that Nebuchadnezzar, Pharaoh or Solomon? That was Nebuchadnezzar, and if you know who interpreted that dream for the king, do let me know in the comments section. Question 16. What did Jesus use to heal a blind man in Bethesda? Was that spit and hands, or mud, or olive oil? The answer is spit and hands. Question 17. Whose ear did Jesus heal? Was that Bartimaeus, Malchus, or Alexander's? That was Malchus. Question 18. Who carried Jesus' cross? Was that Joseph of Arimathea, or Nicodemus, or Simon of Cyrene? The answer is Simon of Cyrene. Question 19. Who baptized Paul after his conversion? Was that Ananias, Peter or Barnabas? The answer is Ananias. Question 20. What does James chapter 1 verse 22 tell us to be? Is that listeners of the word, or doers of the word, or teachers of the word? The answer is doers of the word. Here's round 3 with 10 challenging questions. Question 21. What was the location of the Tower of Babel? Was that in Canaan, or Shinar? The answer is Shinar. Question 22. How many men did Gideon originally take to fight the Midianites? Was that 32,000, 10,000, or 300? The answer is 32,000. Question 23. Who was Isaiah's father? Was that Amos, Amoz, or Ahaz? The answer is Amoz. Question 24. Which king destroyed the bronze snake that Moses had made? Was that Hezekiah, Josiah, or Asa? That was King Hezekiah. Question 25. What city did Nahum prophesy against? Was that Babylon, Damascus, or Nineveh? The answer is Nineveh. Question 26. At which city did Jesus speak to a Samaritan woman at a well? Was that in Jericho, Sychar, or Dothan? The answer is Sychar. Question 27. Which epistle mentions a cloud of witnesses? Is that James, Jude, or Hebrews? That can be found in the book of Hebrews. Question 28. Who was the runaway slave that Paul sent back to Philemon? Was that Demas, Tychicus, or Onesimus? The answer is Onesimus. Question 29. What was Timothy's mother's name? Was that Lois, Eunice, or Priscilla? Her name was Eunice. Question 30. How many churches are addressed in the letters of Revelation? Is that 7, 10, or 12? The answer is 7. While you're adding up your score, here's a verse that was referenced in the quiz. He said, "Naked I came out of my mother's womb, and naked will I return there. Yahweh gave, and Yahweh has taken away. Blessed be Yahweh's name." These are words of worship said by Job after he had lost everything. Here are a couple of bonus questions for you to think about. How can we hold on to hope if everything we see is taken away from us? And can suffering bring you closer to God? If so, how? I'd love to hear your thoughts below. How did you get on? If you liked today's quiz, please do like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. There are more Bible quizzes here. Thanks for watching, and grace and peace to you all.